What is going on, guys? Noah Brewer here, back again with another video, and today I really want to talk about my product testing system. Now, this is not about how I test products, what kind of things I target, not about that kind of stuff, but this is going to be more about the specific steps that lead up to testing a product. And listen, the reason why this is so important is because a lot of people don't have their systems down, and once you have your system down, it becomes very, very simple to just rinse and repeat a process. So instead of doing things kind of randomly every single time, you're gonna get very lost and you're gonna work very slowly. Whereas with me, it's the same process every single time. You know, everything is done in a very specific order so that I know exactly what is getting done. So this is very important for you to do. And not only can you use this type of system for product testing, but you can also use it for customer service, fulfillment, scaling. You can pretty much use it for anything. So let me just get right into it. I'm gonna pop a picture of it up right here so that you can kind of see a preview, but I'm gonna be talking about each step of the process, and I have my computer right here. So basically the first step, which is the most obvious, which is you need to be doing your product research. Obviously, this is something that you can outsource if you really want to, or you could do it yourself. It doesn't really matter, because the step after the product research, I personally recommend that you yourself should do, unless you had another person that was very, very experienced in e-commerce and they've had a lot of winners, and they have really good judgment. So following the actual product research, building your product list or your product sheet, however you do it, basically what you go into is product selection. Now, this is where you kind of go through your product list and decide, what is the next best product on my list to test? Is it this one? Is it that one? And you can make your own judgments, right? Like I have my own judgments, based on things like, is this something completely new? Have I seen this work before? What's the margin? I kind of prioritize things based on my own opinion and judgment. So this is the part, probably one of the only things in this whole list that I don't really recommend outsourcing, unless you're outsourcing to somebody who's very knowledgeable in what products could be winners, or they have a lot of experience in choosing winning products in the past. So you did your product research. Now you have the product that you want to test. What you need to do now is create your product description. Now, I have a very set system on how I create the description as well. So this is kind of like an overview of the whole system. I'm not going to go into very specifics, but I do have a video on how I make product descriptions, and you can just follow them. It's basically, you put sentences in, and then you put some GIFs, and you put this and that and this and that. So it's very simple, but you want to build a system for this as well. That way down the line, this is something that you can outsource to a VA or somebody on Upwork, or a one-time job from Fiverr, whatever. And you can train them and give them your exact step-by-step list on how to create a product description. And then this whole section is completely outsourced. So, eventually you can get to a point where all you have to do is just say, this is the product I want to test, and then everybody does their job, you review it and publish the ads, and that's it. So that's the whole point of making this system here. So after you have the product description, that's around the time when I like to make the ad copy. So the reason I like to make the ad copy after the description is because, for one, you've already done research on the product in order to make your description. So you already kind of know, what types of things people care about, what types of features it has, who you're going to be targeting the ad to. So this is a great time to create the ad copy. And usually this just takes like 10 minutes, but you could outsource it if you really wanted to, but I don't. Creating the product page is the next step. So found your product, chose the product, created the product description, you have your ad copy. Now you want to set up the product page. So this can be adding reviews, creating a product name, setting up the prices, setting up the variants, doing all those little things inside of Shopify to actually get the product ready to test. And the next step, you can actually switch with this step, because all that you really need for the next step is the product description. But that's fine. I usually do it all first anyways, just so it's easy. I can get the video made, and then once I get the video back, I can start working on the ad. So the next step is to get a video made. This is something that I actually don't recommend that you do yourself unless you feel like you are experienced in editing videos and making them look good for Facebook. And the main reason is because the video has a big point in whether your ads are going to do good or not. If you have an absolute garbage video, it's not going to perform as good as if you had a decent video. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have a perfect, professionally filmed product video by any means. But what I am saying is it's a good idea to find somebody that has already created a bunch of product videos for winning products and use them for your products. That way, when you do go and test a product, you know that if it does work, then it was the product, and if it doesn't work, then it was the product, and you're not questioning like, oh, was it the product video? Like maybe the video wasn't good enough, maybe I should test more videos. So you really want to know that whoever's making your videos, whether it be you or somebody else, you want to know that they're making good quality videos and videos that are proven to convert in the past. Now, I want to give a shout out to the company that I use, which is viralecomvids.com, and I'm going to pull them up on my screen right now. So if you go to their website, and they have a system as well. So you know, this is kind of the macro system. Well, there's, like I said, there's a bunch of little micro systems in there that put it all together. So this right here, this is Viral Ecom Vids. You know, they get videos done within 1 to 3 business days. If you order on a weekend, they take a little bit longer. But I know that they try to work to get them fast, and I know the editor that works here, and he's really good. And I know for a fact that I have found in a ton of winners using these guys' videos. So, you know, if I know that they make good quality videos, or high converting videos as they like to call them, then when I test a product, you know, I know that it's the product either making it work or making it not work. I'm not questioning about the video. As a matter of fact, I trust these guys so much that I don't even really watch the video that they send me, I just run it. I might review it, but, you know, literally 99% of the time, everything's fine. But, you know, this is their system. You can pause it and read it. You basically tell them what you want in the video. You send them your product, you send them your logo. Very simple system. And then they send you back your edited video, and they don't film content for you. So basically what they do is they do what like you would do if you did it yourself. Go on YouTube, Vimeo, AliExpress, get videos of the product, you know, take like small little clips, edit them together in a video and put text over it. And they put your logo on it and stuff, and it's really cool. But one thing that I wanted to share with you guys was, if you go and let's say we want one video ad just to try them out, you go and view your cart. Basically all that you need to do, if you're ordering for your first time, because I actually genuinely want you guys to try these out and see how it does for you. If you put in the code converting videos, it'll take 20% off right off the top. Just give them a shot. If it, you know, it's only 32 bucks. I'm glad that I did. And like I said, I found a ton of winners with their videos. If you do want to edit your videos yourself, I would highly recommend that you still at least buy one from Viral Ecom Vids, just so that you have a basis, you know, just so that you can watch the video and kind of understand or have a good idea of what you should be shooting for when you're making your own. So either way, I recommend getting like a nice video editor. There's a few others out there, like I did a video with another one a couple weeks back, but this step is just getting your video made. Or if you're doing a product that doesn't need a video and it just needs images, like let's say a pair of shoes, then you would just choose your ad images. Pretty simple. But I do recommend 100% to outsource this step, because you want to make sure that the video is already proven to work. So the next step, after you have everything together, so your product page is ready, your video is done, everything is good, basically all you need to do is create the page post. You can outsource this. I definitely don't, because I don't like people in my ads manager and stuff. Same thing with the next step. But just create the page post, you know, put your ad copy in, put your video in, you know, make the ad copy look nice. You might want to throw a little emoji in there, whatever, and then you create your campaign. Creating the campaign, you can outsource it, but like I said, I don't, unless you have somebody who's already experienced in doing this type of stuff. So this is 8 steps. In reality, you can outsource, you know, 7 out of 8 steps if you make your own video. It's kind of like, I just don't recommend outsourcing product selection. That's the only thing. So you can pretty much outsource this entire process, but what's important is that you write this down for yourself and you follow it by the book, so that when you do get to a point where you're trying to test like 5 products a week, 10 products a week, 20, 30, whatever, it's very cut and paste, and people know exactly what to do, and everything's done kind of in order and you know, choppy like that. And nobody's like, oh, do you have the description done yet? Oh, do you have the video done yet? Nobody's kind of questioning that. So it's very simple, very important to have a system down. This is my specific system, and it's really good because you can outsource most of it. But that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys are able to implement this and you know, take it as helpful, write it down, use it, try it out. Really the ultimate goal here is just, you know, build this system so that when you are testing a lot more aggressively, you have the ability to or just like you'll be a lot more efficient. It's really that simple, and you're not kind of like chasing around like, oh, I got to do the product description for this, I got to do the video for that. It's all cut and paste. But I hope that this gave a lot of value to you. If it did, leave a like and subscribe. But this is Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.